And you guys owe it to them. Please take this seriously. I mean, you guys owe this to your kids, to give them what, because they are filled with so many beautiful ideas, and as a parent we need to nourish that. We need to make sure we give our best. And I know it's not easy as a mother, as a wife, if some of you work, I know it's not easy, believe me, I've been there. But if you guys start really prioritizing your time and making sure you spend some time with your kids, get to know them, see where their heart is, where their passion is, and push them, force them, nourish them, cherish them for that passion, you'll be surprised where the Lord takes them. My son, with the blessing of Lord, he wants to study global affair. He wants to be a human rights activist. He's writing a book right now on his own. He could talk about anything and everything with anybody at any age with no fear. And when you talk to him, you know he knows what he's talking about, because he was obsessed with books. See, when I took him to all these sport classes, the sport activities, he just didn't click. But he wanted to go to a bookstore, and he just wanted to read. So for him, knowing and learning became his kind of drug of choice. He's addicted to learn. He's addicted to know. And if you talk about something interesting, he would just want to know more about that. So please start a fire in your kids' hearts, in your kids' desires. Make sure that as a parent you are there. And I feel like, as I said, we are responsible. We are responsible. We need to take our job seriously, and don't give all the responsibilities to the schools. You know, teachers should be doing better, or how come the teacher didn't do that? She's not a good teacher. You know what, please stop. This is our kids, this is our journey, this is our future, and we not only owe it to them, we owe it to the world. So when I was dropping him off and he started crying in the car all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my God, is he having cold feet? Because he moved New Haven, Connecticut, and he hates cold. And he's been mommy's boy for all these years. He said, Mommy, I just want to make sure you know, if anything happens from this moment on, I owe everything I have to you. And he was sobbing like Niagara Falls, not just like, hey mom, thanks. Because teenage boys, I don't know if you've been around teenage boys, they could be pretty cold, pretty distant, pretty arrogant, pretty selfish. She's shaking her head.
Julie, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't have one of those at home.
Yeah. So for him to just, he was sobbing that at 4 a.m. I had to stop the car while we were going to the airport, contain him and hold him and say, I know how you're feeling, and you don't need to thank me, thank God, and I need you to use everything you have to serve. And he, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but I'm very honest, and I know this is church, he doesn't believe in God, which is okay at his age. But he tells me, you go pray to your God for me. He tells me that. But I said, I know you don't want me to say that, but God has big plans for you. And you are my beautiful bird that I feel like Lord bless you with beautiful, beautiful, colorful feathers. And this is your time to just go big with those beautiful, strong wings that Lord provided for you. And it's not fair to the world. I keep you isolated in your Belinda. We need to share the gift. And he says, okay, I like that. I like what you just said about Lord and God and all that. So I try to put God and Lord in his heart and in his mind constantly. So I share all this with you just because when you're having a hard time, when you're tired as a mother, when you're stressed out, when everything seems blue, when you are suffocated, when there is no room to breathe, remember, just take one day at a time. Do your deep breathing, pray, meditate. Find some friends that they have the same goals, that they share the same values with you guys. And if someone is a negative person or talks negative or creates negativity in your mind and in your spirit, pray for them, don't be mean to them, but try to kind of, because right now as a mother, your emotional tank is very, very, very empty sometimes. You guys are busy. You guys are busy. You guys are tired. Some of you may work, I don't know, but you guys are tired. So you don't need any negativity around you, and you need to be around positive people, positive energy, positive things, and try to like make, dates with your kids. It doesn't matter you have 5 or you have 1, but try to spend some quality one-on-one time with your kids, even if it's half an hour, even if it's for just the ice cream, even if it's just a walk to the park, because they will remember all that. It's like investment. It's like a saving account, and they will always go back to that. And I guess the reason I brought this picture, because before as you saw, he was just a little boy. So your journey with these beautiful kids you have is fast. You guys don't have a long time. I know they're only like, how old are they? How old are the kids? Okay, but see, before, he's actually 2 right here. So before it's gonna be such a fast journey. So make sure you give all you have. Make sure you go all the way. Make sure you love them. And as she was reading, I like what she was saying, that show them to have courage, show them to be brave, and show them to know, for them to understand who they are as a human being. And they don't have to be like everybody else. They could be very, very, very different. But teach them to have compassion. Compassion is very important. If my dog could talk, he would say compassion. Because in my house, I keep saying compassion. Daniel, my daughter has compassion. I feel like I'm not worried about her. And I'm not talking about her so much because I feel like she's 26 and she's solid, and Lord has been amazing with her. But my son has been a struggle as a single mom for the last 7 years, and especially with an individual that is very blessed with so many gifts. So you want to make sure as a parent you give them everything you can. But compassion was something I said, I don't care if you get a straight A's or if you get 4.9 GPA. For me, compassion is the number one thing I like you to have. And this is something he did that I want to share. He likes to write and he likes to talk. So he wrote an essay for the mock trial, which is the young attorneys at his high school, and he won $1,000. And he came to me and he said, hey mom, I feel like I want to go buy these fancy sunglasses. And I said, you're gonna break them, you're only 16 and you don't really take care of stuff, and you're a boy. And he says, well mom, too bad, I already bought it. That's my own money, I earned it. As I said, he's very, very assertive, not aggressive, but he made sense, that is his money. So I said, that's fine, but please use it wisely. And about a few weeks after, he came home and he said, hey mom, I did something that I'd like to share with you. And I said, what did you do? He says, I was having lunch with one of my classmates. She's not even a close classmate, but she's in my class. And she wasn't eating. And I said, how come you're not eating? She says, well, I didn't bring lunch. And I said, oh, I don't have a really good lunch. My mom is so boring. She just packs me the same old crappy stuff, but we could share. I hate it anyway. So he says, we started sharing. And then she started crying. And I said, oh my God, why are you crying? She says, because we're going to be evicted in 2 days. My mom lost her job as a cashier and my dad is in jail. And my son, before I finish this, chose a high school. I live in Yorba Linda, but my son chose a high school that is not in a very good city, Placentia. So there's a lot of poverty, but this high school had IB program that he wanted to go, which is for more advanced students. So the high school is divided with 2 different crowds. One are like him, they just want to get good grades and blah, blah, blah. And one are locals from the area that financially they're struggling. So he said to her, so why? Well, because my mom was too tired, so she made a mistake in the cash register and she got fired. My dad is in jail. So we're going to be evicted. And my son says, well, what can we do? She says, well, I don't know. I only need $250 right now to at least